Look at you now, boy. Look at you now. Before the Bell podcast, slamming all comers. Bloodlines, crime time, real bathwater. The boys mind birds of CT. On your way to the count, 1, 2, 3. For the Bell podcast. Before the Bell podcast. Bell ringers.
Do not adjust your TV screens, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. What is that? Before the Bell. Who am I? Main Event CT, aka the quarterback. We're in the building, ladies and gentlemen. This is coming off of an amazing WrestleMania weekend. Not talking about the show, talking about our experience. All right. Now we're doing this because this is an emergency episode. We have to tell you guys exactly what our weekend was from Thursday until Monday night. And that's why we are here to talk about all of that. But before we get into that, I want to thank everybody for your shares, your likes, your comments, everybody that's watching live right now. If you're watching the replay, put in the comments replay squad, okay? If you're watching live, the super chats are open right now. You watching on Facebook, hit them stars, significant amounts. We stop the show, give you your props because we appreciate you guys. We cannot do this show without the donations because prices have went up, and after WrestleMania weekend, we're on some negative balances. I don't want to talk about it, but I will say we are here. We're super excited. And to my left, this is my partner in crime. This is my guy. You might know him as Chris. I call him the shirt goat. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Burns.
Burns. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We lived.
Yes.
We're here.
Yes.
We made it.
Yes.
I feel awful,
Woo!
but here we are. Oh my God, what a weekend. What an absolute weekend.
And it starts, here's the thing. Before I even get into this, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are in for a treat because everybody who's watching on YouTube and Facebook, again, thank you. The Patreon bell ringers. Woo-hoo! You talking about a feast with some dessert at the end? This post-show episode is probably going to be one of the greatest and longest. And we have to do it in parts. I got to be honest with you because there are so many things we have to tell you guys that we cannot say on the show.
Absolutely.
Some people that we spoke to in WWE that told us some things that we cannot say on live air, but we will say it on the post.
We're not able to talk about that live. Get in, we got to talk about the gates, the attendance, one of the heaviest gates we ever had. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the CEO of Before the Bell.
The CEO.
Triple M.
Okay.
We had a really great show. We had a lot of good commentary, a lot of great moments, a lot of great action. I think we're going to just continue with what we got going on. How do you guys feel about that?
Is this a bald cap? Is this supposed to be a ball cap?
It looked like a swim cap.
And
it's also not it's flesh colored.
Yes.
But not of the flesh
that
of
he's
the
in.
person wearing. Right, exactly.
I hit you with this. Do you remember that shower cap your grandma used to have?
Yeah.
It's very reminiscent.
That's big facts.
This is my head. This is just how my head looks.
You got your head looks like a do-rag? Because there's something going on in the back there. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it won't come all the way down.
Is that sheer? What material is that? I've never seen a sheer bald cap before. This is for like actual use or something else.
What do you?
Look at it. Is that rubber?
That is. Let me put the glasses up.
That does not
that
look
don't
like.
look like rubber.
Yeah. What is that?
I honestly didn't look at the packaging to know. I guess we'll find out if my skin breaks out after this.
He must have had an allergic reaction while he was recording.
Oh my God.
He starts swelling up.
Hit style in the face and the head. Yeah.
Night one.
Y'all keep going.
Yeah, we almost lost Martin, bro.
Wait.
I'm not gonna tell that story.
Yeah,
I'll tell it on the Patreon.
Yes.
So many things to talk about. One thing I do want to say real quick.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you because we surpassed 9,000 subscribers on the channel.
Wow.
Yeah.
9,000 subscribers on the channel. We appreciate y'all, man. Like we said, look.
Yep.
More than 10,000 people watch these episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Way more than 10,000 watch these clips.
Absolutely.
So look, drop a subscribe, drop a like. Once again, when we hit 10,000 subscribers on the main channel, we will start our own Before the Bell YouTube channel. And then you just get your wrestling content just from that channel. You understand what I'm saying? Do you need that? Do you want that? Do you want more stuff from us exclusively? Then may have it. Let's do it.
These are facts. Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, I need to see them super chats, man. They are open right now. We have to pay for this show. And it is paid for by viewers like you, PPS style,
It's
man.
very, very expensive.
And we got our first super chat with that. First of all, you ask, you shall receive. The bell ringers have never let us down.
Absolutely.
Bucks Thoughts, $9.99.
Sir.
Thank you. Martin got a white flesh-colored swim cap. These are facts. Here's the thing, man. I want to say this before we even get into the episode. WrestleMania weekend, we ran into so many bell ringers
Yeah, man.
that were showing love, bro. Like so much love to where it really makes you tear up because we got a chance to meet some of the people that really rock with us, bro.
Can I tell you my favorite interaction?
Yes.
I was alone.
Uh-huh.
I don't know where you guys were. I don't
Uh-huh.
remember. I was in the bathroom.
Yeah, okay.
Doing what people do in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Not what Martin does in the bathroom, what people do in the bathroom. I'm
Yeah.
coming out
Uh-huh.
and so I'm running into a brother.
Yep.
And he says, Chris? And I go, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Because I don't like this. I
Already
know.
off to a bad start.
Because I don't know you. I don't recognize you. What are you doing right? What
A
is
man
it?
saying your name in the bathroom that you don't know is nuts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It got worse.
Yeah.
It got worse. He goes, I know you're not going to like this.
Oh. Okay.
My prior no
Yep.
became a, oh, hell no.
Oh, okay.
What is this? What? No, you have to finish the sentence. You can't give me an
you're not gonna
ellipses.
like this.
You cannot give me an ellipses
No.
being an unknown man in the bathroom.
Yes.
Who knows me?
Yeah. My name.
Okay? You're not going to like this. What am I going to like?
Uh-huh.
He's like, I heard how you are with meeting fans and whatnot, but I just got to tell you, I said, let's finish that thought outside of the bathroom. This is a place of business. You understand? Am I wrong? Bathroom
No,
is a
that's-
place of
you're right.
business. We don't talk. We don't interact.
You get
we
in,
definitely
you
don't fellowship.
wash hands, you get out. Yeah.
What- if
Yes.
you go in with your boys, y'all can come in talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Maybe keep it combo going depending on what business you have to handle.
Absolutely.
And then
Right.
That's
Because once
it.
you sit down, the conversation's
It's a
over.
wrap.
It's
Done.
over with.
Yeah.
I'm not responding anymore.
Yeah. I
Shut
have
that
to
down.
leave.
Yeah, I'm
Exactly.
also not
Immediately.
going in there with y'all if I got to sit down.
You're right.
That's number one.
Yeah.
If I got to have a seat, I'm not talking to nobody.
Absolutely. It's like a mystery movie. Let's split up.
Yo,
You dig? I gotta get out of here.
it's like a mystery movie.
Yeah.
Split up.
You gotta go. But once we got out of the bathroom,
Yeah,
everything proceeded as normal.
Okay.
We took a picture and it was really cool.
that's dope,
Love it.
bro.
Yeah.
I'll think of my favorite one by the end of the episode.
I
yours?
got one actually at the airport on the way here.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting up the escalator and I look up at Sam Roberts
Oh,
and he says, "Oh yeah, I know you." He's, "I've been seeing you guys before the bell." We had just had this
Wow.
conversation about how Van Vliet, Roberts, and Rosenberg are like the big three
yeah.
of the wrestling podcast space. So for him to recognize me and us was like, whoa, all right,
Yeah.
we're doing something, man.
That's
So
big.
that was cool.
I think I know what mine is now.
Okay.
Listening to Martin made me remember.
Mhm.
So this is not jumping the shark because I don't. So Sunday, was it Sunday when we went to the pizza joint with all the black podcasts?
Yes.
So we in this we in this pizza spot. A lot of the other content creators that look like us that are wrestling fans were in attendance, and it was amazing. And people were coming up to us, "Hey, we love the show. This is so dope." And one person in particular came up and said, "Hey, CT, man, I love it, man. I love the show. The quarterback, what up, boy?" I was like, "Man, thank you." He was like, "Hey, man, let me tell you something, Martin. I don't really like when y'all do the impression of CT when he's not there
Oh, like,
because oh no, Martin can attest to everything I'm saying."
It's a little off.
He's
yeah.
like, I mean, do y'all thing. I want to see him do him when he's gone. I want to see y'all do y'all thing. And I laughed so hard only because Martin's face. Martin's face went from this to this.
You got snooty?
Bro.
No, it was the way because it wasn't like some random dude. He rode with us in the Uber there.
I said my favorite fan interaction. He's
Oh,
still
okay.
a fan of the show.
All right, yeah. But yeah, he was like, yeah, you know, I got to tell you, you're the QB. He said, yeah, because you guys do that impersonation. Or no, he said you guys do the intro the way CT does it, but I want you guys to do your own intro. And I was like, but he already does the best intro, so
I
why do we
appreciate
need
that,
to do? Yeah,
Thank
I was like, we don't. That's what I said. I was like,
Yeah.
we don't need to
That's
do.
us showing you. That's us giving
Yeah.
you flowers when you go.
Keep going.
No, I mean, that's the end of the story. What do you mean?
Bro, I wish there was a camera just on Martin's face
Yeah,
for so many things that happened this weekend.
absolutely.
I didn't know that you can't hide your facial emotions.
No.
I did not know that.
No, he can't hold water, bro.
He can.
No.
Bro, but I will say, we're about to read these super chats. Man, I don't know why Mark keep slick roasting y'all in the box. I'm not gonna do it to y'all. Anyway, go to the top one, please, Mark. This weekend, I felt like we needed this weekend, not
Yeah.
only as friends, but as a show, and it brought us even closer. It felt
yeah.
amazing, man.
Big time.
John Solo Dolo 85 with the $10. Before the bill, gotta go on a live tour. Hey, after this weekend, I believe it more now.
I
We
agree.
talked about.
Appreciate you, Julio Juarez. I like Jey Uso. Nice. Maurice Jones, $10.
Yes.
My first super chat. Which night was your favorite, and how do you guys feel about Seth and Braun? Don't jump the gun, my boy. We will get to that though.
Absolutely,
I promise you.
100%.
You agreed the next one, Martin.
Legendary Yobi with the $20 says,
Woo!
hashtag peace, love, life. It's always love. CT, welcome back as always. I gotta say this. Listen, bell ringers, we bring a lot to Martin Morrow, but understand, it's always love. Martin is too damn important to the legacy of Before the Bell.
That's
Thank
true.
you.
I'll add this, man, because Martin has said it 1,000 times. We have to say it to defend him. Please stop messaging him about milkman status.
Yeah.
Okay,
on his personal page.
yeah.
do it on the Before the Bell page.
On the
Always.
Before the
yeah.
Bell page all day, Patreon all day,
All
all
day,
day
yeah.
long.
But on his personal page, leave
don't-
that man.
Yeah.
Yeah, let that man be a comedian.
Because he's going to crash out on us. And I know y'all don't want to see that.
Also, I didn't realize how insane this cap does look until I
Yeah.
looked into it. I was like, oh,
You look like George Wallace.
I'm gonna tell you though.
Let me tell you.
Yo.
Brandon
wow.
Wallace, speaking of short,
Yeah.
$10.
Yeah.
Triple M is already dead. He looks more like Mart Maimon.
Oh, I get
Wow.
it. I call
Okay,
him
yeah.
That's cold.
a little bit.
I've already done Heyman. Otherwise, yeah.
Kim Gilmore, there she
Yeah.
is. $2. Oh, hey fellas, I don't have much to say other than I love y'all. The bell ringers made this weekend so fun. This has been an incredible year of wrestling, and main event Jey Uso is my new world heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Heavy Eat champion.
That
Heavy-
was killing Burns yesterday, bro.
I couldn't get over
that
it.
shirt.
Someone in merchandise thought, "Oh, heavy yeet sounds okay."
Heavy
Yeah.
heat. It got
Crazy.
passed through several channels.
But also in the superstore, they were selling frosted yeets
Oh,
as a cereal.
No, that's good.
Have you
That's
ever,
crazy.
hey man, you want a bowl of yeet?
No.
Hungry?
Yeah, no. We're
even
going.
that.
Yeah, I'm all right.
We're going to jail. We're going to jail if someone offered me that.
That's disgusting.
100%. Come on. Who else we got?
Beautiful
Beautiful
Day.
Day.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Says just offering my PBS
We
donation.
appreciate
Hey,
it.
let me tell you something. You think we playing? We
Right.
appreciate every dollar.
Hey,
Thank you so
this
much.
trip was expensive.
Yeah, for viewers like you, man. So here's the thing. Let's jump in. Let's start with. Oh man, this is a blessing. Lucky BX, $10.
Yeah.
We don't need you, Rock.
we got
I disagree. I disagree. Devon, that guy. Go ahead, Martin.
Yes. Says, I was at Mania, now I'm back in Chicago. It was amazing. Did you hear The Rock confirm that Travis Scott is getting wrestling training by Booker T? And is Rock versus Roman ever going to happen?
Great question.
I did hear about the Travis Scott thing.
Mhm.
I heard a surprising one too. This has nothing to do with that question, but apparently Kathy Kelly
Yeah.
has been training
Really?
at
Training
the
in the
Performance
PC.
Center and
Yeah.
been promo class.
It makes sense because her abs been ripping lately.
A little bit.
Yeah, she's a lot of Pilates.
But that's not surprising. I mean, look, Travis has clearly become an integral part of the
I hate Travis
storyline.
Scott.
We'll talk about
I'm
that.
sorry.
I'm not talking about that
I'm
part
sorry,
of it
I'm
yet.
sorry.
yeah.
I meant as a person. But keep it.
I got you. Okay. So that's obviously a thing. So it would make sense that at some point he's actually going to wrestle a match. And apparently after his appearance, he said to Triple H, I guess this is my full-time job now. And Triple H responded with, I'll see you at work on Monday.
Ooh.
And so we're going to get a lot more Travis Scott before there's much less Travis Scott.
Man,
Can I
I'd
say
rather
that?
see more I Show Speed because the way he took that spear and that
Yeah.
concussion, I like that.
You don't want
Yeah.
to see Bad Bunny versus Travis Scott?
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, bro. I
Listen,
want him
bro.
back, bro. Pause.
Bad Bunny. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Nah.
God.
I
Oh my God.
It was as it was
Yo.
happening.
Bro, I stalled out CT earlier when he said this might be the greatest, longest we've ever had. It was
I
out of
appreciate
control. It was out of control, and I left it alone.
You did?
100%. I was like, CT has no idea.
Oh, I had
I
none.
would just sit here and
I didn't even see
I was
it.
simmering. I was like, greatest and longest
Oh,
we've
my
ever
God.
had.
That's-
Ever?
Let me tell you something, Bert.
Ever?
Son. Oh my god.
Enjoy it.
Oh, dude. Dude.
I can't even step. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
boy howdy.
Who's next?
Uh,
Sandra Moore. Oh, thank you for your channel love, your insight on pro wrestling. Need more of this on YouTube. Absolutely.
yes.
And
yes.
guess what? If you get the subscribers to 10,000, you will get more of this on
You will.
YouTube. We promise.
24/7.
How about it?
Christopher White.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Yeah.
New to the pod.
I
You guys
feel-
are awesome. Are we getting a reverse Summer of Punk situation with Cena?
We talked about that
We
at
did
dinner.
have a
Remember?
discussion, yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
I would love that. Thank you, Christopher
Quite
White.
possibly.
Thank
Not
you.
mad at it.
Domingo
Trip.
My guy.
$9.99. Go ahead, Martin.
Yes, said, glad to see you back. WrestleMania was very underwhelming. Jake Paul was actually the highlight. I don't know how
He
that's
wasn't even
possible.
there.
That's how good he was, and it wasn't, I guess. I got a Waiting to Exhale puppet pic of old boy in the leather vest that looks just like Martin did. What?
Snow
No
Bunny.
bunny.
You know those.
You know what
emojis.
it is, right? You act like you don't know what them emojis
We're
is?
gonna stall you up, but you know those.
No.
emojis.
I meant the waiting to. Was I in a leather vest at some point?
He said he saw a guy in a leather vest that looked like you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right. Which is, you see a black dude in a leather vest, is you or that one dude from AEW.
I've never worn a leather
You a
vest.
lie, you a lie, you a lie.
When have I worn a leather vest?
Brother,
I've-
you talk about gaslight, you gonna look at me, both of us, and say you've never been in a leather vest?
I've worn vests.
Say it without smiling. You see
I've
that?
worn the vest.
Stop. Wait, hold up.
You ain't got chaps neither, huh?
Oh my god.
Yeah, look at.
Cut this out. I do not have I do
Why
not.
can't you say it without laughing? Say, look at me in my face, and say, I don't own no chaps.
I don't own
Yeah.
What? I don't own chaps in a leather vest.
Bro, if Martin ever gets interrogated, he's going to jail for something he did not do. No, no, I didn't kill him. I swear, I was trying to kill nobody.
I don't have. Look at me in my face and tell me you don't have chaps.
Oh my god.
That's insane, bro.
Oh god.
We have not started the show.
Dog.
Yeehaw!
Legendary
Not-
Yobi.
Yo, he said yeehaw.
You got chaps, bro. We know it.
I don't have chaps. Okay,
The Rock has
legendary
chaps.
Yobi with the $10
Yeah.
says before the bell is number one. Every other wrestling pod can eat a box of bricks. These guys are the goats. Don't argue with us. Argue with your mama. Thank you, Jen. Seriously, 2025 before the bell, new heights.
You're absolutely right. I
That,
agree.
Believe that.
Are we caught up yet, Mark? Nice. So
All
let's go. Mind you, those of you who are just tuning in, we're talking about everything, but we're giving you our WrestleMania weekend stories on the Patreon after show. That is patreon.com/before the bell podcast. We might let one or two slip out on accident, but that's not. Come on.
I just had a reaction. I didn't say
I
nothing.
saw y'all lock eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, look. We've all slipped out by accident,
All right.
brother. It happens.
But
Lord.
we're giving you guys what, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Yeah.
It's literally like a 5-part story
It's a lot.
that we'll be giving on the Patreon. So if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe. And thank you for everybody who's kept their subscriptions up for this long. We truly cannot do this without you guys. So thank you. Let's start right now with
Hold on.
Yep.
on. Speaking of Patreon.
Yep.
Speaking of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We do a thing called Predictions League.
Yes.
Okay. And you know,
I hate your guts.
No. Relax. Just relax. All right.
Yeah.
Figure this out.
Okay.
So we gave our predictions
Uh-huh.
via social media.
Yeah.
And we said that, you know, after a certain amount of time, we're going to give a prize to the bell ringers on the Patreon that participate and have the most wins,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
But amongst us,
Mhm.
we said whoever is the current winner
Mhm.
is going to be dubbed the Before the Bell Predictions Champion.
Okay.
Okay.
I can only
And-
imagine who's the winner because who's bringing it up. Keep
All
going.
right, bro. Listen, bro. Listen.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Just a lucky guess. Oh. Okay.
Respectfully,
Uh-huh.
and with all due respect,
Okay.
I have to bequeath CT
Oh!
as our first ever official
What?
Before the Bell Predictions Champion.
Me?
Wow.
Oh my God.
Clap it up for that.
Thank you for the applause.
What was the record?
Wow. I don't know what to say, guys.
He was 9-6. I was 8-7. You were last. That's right.
You didn't have to say you were last.
What? There's only one winner, as far you know what I'm saying.
Woo!
So you know, second place don't even matter. So
This
third
feels
place
great.
really don't matter. You know what I mean?
Why'd your face do the thing when you said the really part?
What? It really doesn't.
Man,
Who
that
finished
feels
third in the
good.
Olympics?
That's a great question.
Yeah, shameful bronze.
Which
Oh,
game?
man.
Shameful bronze. You heard what I said.
Crazy.
So congratulations, brother.
Appreciate
You
that,
know,
man.
ain't no thing. Definitely makes sense that one of the most sus WrestleManias he gets some most money. That's just how I feel. About
Yeah.
it.
One of the most sus. Let's start
Night
with
one.
Stand and Deliver.
Oh, we're starting there. Okay.
Which also, quick shout out,
Yeah.
congratulations to Carmelo Hayes, the new Andre the Giant Memorial Battle
Yeah,
Cup
man.
winner.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Carmelo. Speaking of Carmelo, since you said that, Carmelo, let's just compare a little bit.
Mhm.
Jey Uso,
Mm.
#1 draft pick last year for
Mhm.
Raw.
Okay.
Mhm.
Carmelo Hayes, #1 draft pick for SmackDown.
Yeah.
Ends with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal Cup
Yeah.
and not even the U.S. title.
Ooh.
Jey Uso,
Yeah.
World Heavyweight Champion.
I don't think it's a fair comparison.
Okay.
Jey Uso,
Mhm.
we watched the video package.
Yes.
Jey Uso was in face paint.
What
You know what I mean?
song was
I'm
that?
saying it wasn't I don't know what they was chanting.
doing the
before they
haka.
remember?
He was
What?
The Haka.
That's what they call it?
Yeah.
Okay, they was doing the haka.
Okay.
And
Why'd you both look at each other like?
I'm just saying, I didn't know that was called that. You know what I mean? But forgive my ignorance. I am an uncultured swine. Do you understand me? So, the face paint
Yeah.
and tag team. Remember Tamina Snuka was their
Oh, we remember.
manager at one point?
Yeah.
He been there for like, what, 15 years or something like that?
But
Yeah.
since 2010, I think. Yeah.
Right. It's
Maybe-
been a
maybe more.
long road.
Long road.
Yes.
And Carmelo ain't been there half the time.
True.
So, and plus, obviously, Jay was an intricate part in the biggest storyline, the greatest, in my opinion,
ever, all
storyline
time.
of all time in
Yeah.
WWE. It all just makes sense. So it's hard to compare. Well, they
I'll
was both
circle back
draft
to
picks.
that
Yeah,
to
yeah,
give
yeah.
my reason why after we get to that moment. I won't forget.
Okay.
But Stand and Deliver, some of your favorite standouts.
Oh man, the main event was just bananas. Obafemi, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, they absolutely delivered. I saw a lot out of Trick Williams that I have not seen before, both
Superstar.
Yeah.
character wise, move wise.
Superstar.
Yeah.
The brother hit a flip,
Respect.
He don't do that.
dog.
He don't do that.
And the women's fatal 4-way as well. I think those are my top 2 matches easily
Respect.
of that night, man. Stand and Deliver, they stood and they delivered.
Respect.
And you want to talk about respect? That fit that Trick Williams had on when we met him,
Bro.
brother. Martin was staring. You want to talk about staring at a vest? You was, bro. I've never seen you really that envious of a fit because you usually have whatever it is at the house. I mean, I don't know. It looked like Trick looked like he was about to be in The Wiz.
Yo,
You understand me? Like it was glittery.
Yeah.
No shirt.
No shirt.
No
me tell you
shirt.
something.
Vest.
let me tell you something about Trick Williams.
Yeah.
Bro. Trick Williams be wearing these outfits. First of all, incredible shape.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Peak
Yeah.
I was about to
physical
get there.
condition.
Yeah.
Trick Williams be wearing clothes. This is how much star power this dude got.
Uh-huh.
I swear to God, I'm saying this from my heart. He has so much star power.
Yes.
He be wearing these outfits, and you be like, I'm gonna go get that. And when you put it on, you're like, this don't look like it.
Yeah.
Like it did
This
on
is
him.
tailored weird.
Man.
Like when you see it online versus when you wear it, you're
Yeah,
like, yeah, I
absolutely.
gotta send this back.
Can't order nothing else on TikTok.
Man, what was I thinking?
100%.
I thought the abs came with the shirt. What are we doing? Bro,
Damn, I gotta exercise to put this on.
Yeah.
I didn't know I had to diet and eat right.
Right.
This is
What you mean I gotta gain 4 inches to wear this?
Hey, and he's the homeboy you hate
Yeah.
because he pulls out the sheer shirt when you go to the
Man.
club, and
Yeah.
you're like, "Don't put that on," and
Yep.
but he looked good in it.
Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Like, come on, man, I hate him.
And he said he cut off the sleeves himself.
Right.
I was like,
I
all
mean,
right.
he ruined the jacket to make it into a vest.
Yeah.
So,
Bro, that's commitment.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Uh-huh.
If I had my body together, I'd do the same thing.
Absolutely. 100%.
Oh,
No
Gotta respect
hesitation.
it.
Never.
That's-
Why wear the vest is how I feel. If I got abs,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
over with.
Come
Oh.
on.
You-
The
And
mi-
they
hey,
looking.
bro.
I've been in a theater with Trick, and I've seen him just walk, minding his business.
That's right.
That's what pisses you off. When
Yeah.
you see brothers
Yeah,
not
yeah,
paying
yeah.
attention to the...
Hey, I'm the headliner. What we doing?
Bro, he's so singular focused on where he's going.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, girls is like,
Bruh, tall, dreads.
come on,
It's
man.
not fair, bro.
You know what's crazy? Because they had the good catering there, and both of us kept eating the yellowtail, and I was like, "It's doing different things for his body than it is for mine." Like, I had a moment of just being upset. Like, this
Yeah.
is not.
Yeah.
He doubled up.
Yeah.
He was all, let me get two of them. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, he doing two.
Yeah.
Mark just got the one and was like,
Man, I don't even want no more.
We have different digestive tracts, apparently.
so here's my thoughts. Stand and Deliver.
Yeah.
The women's match was incredible.
Yeah.
Oh man, props to Oba, props to
Yeah.
my guy Trick, props to Javon.
Want it? Yes.
It was one of those matches where if you weren't familiar with NXT, now you want to start watching it.
Yes.
Right.
But it was also one of those joints where I'm like, all right, Oba's gonna stay down there and cook a little more.
Yep.
Trick's ready to get called up, bro. In
Oh,
my
yeah.
opinion.
I think
Yeah.
so. I think it's time.
He's ready.
He needed a little more cooking.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially to the promos.
Yeah.
But I mean, the music is already there. The in-ring ability is there. Now the promos match. Let's go.
Not
We're
even
waiting
just the promo. I'm gonna give you this. Because when we talk about Jey Uso, friend of the show, we love Jey Uso.
on. Yeah.
Mhm.
Look at it took a while for Jay to get his promo, you could say, to where it is now.
Yeah.
But Trick had everything.
Yeah.
He got his promo. He's got the crowd. He's got the music. He's got the chant. He's got the finisher. He's got the name. Like all these things that make you a star. The look, the height.
Yep.
You need
Yeah.
that height.
Yep.
Right.
Especially WWE.
Gargano ain't had that height.
Stop.
I didn't. I'm
Wow.
sorry.
He
Wow.
deserved
That
no
was
straight.
He wasn't
He
even,
deserved no
he wasn't even
straight.
there.
Yeah. You want to know my favorite thing though about
Let's
the main
hear it.
event?
Yeah.
Because it looked like 3 Florida dudes fighting.
Yeah.
It was just like you got the Nigerian dude
Yep.
with the hair. You had the Haitian dude with the dreads,
Yep.
and the dude from Carroll City.
Yeah.
And it's
The
just all-
YN. Yeah.
They just got into it at the beach.
Yeah.
And that's what I was
Got into it at the beach.
That's what it said. It's like I've seen this fight before. I've been in spring
Yo.
break
Oh my
on
god.
South Beach. I've
That-
seen this fight.
Also, shout out the fact that I don't think anybody else picked up on this. Even the referee was black. Shout out Dallas Irving, friend of the show.
Mm.
But like that's how historical that was.
Yeah.
I can't name a time we've had 3 black talent and a black referee in the main event of a
Yeah.
WrestleMania weekend event.
Oh
It
yeah.
felt good.
Yeah.
And now there's only one champion in NXT, one set of champions, in fact, that are not POCs, people of color.
Yeah.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah. Just Frank and Dank.
Hank and Tank.
Oh, sorry.
Frank and Dank is
That's a rap group. Excuse me. Pardon. Yeah.
But let's get to the super chats as we get out of this segment. Mark. Oh my
man.
goodness.
Heavy Hero G for $20.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. This is my first super chat. Thank you so much, my brother.
Wow.
I just wanted to say that I love you guys and thank you for being a positive light, getting through my depression. I love y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing. We will, my brother, and you keep keeping on.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you this about
thank you.
depression, man. Focus on all the things that you're grateful for. It'll help bring you out of it a little sooner than if you don't. Big Kaz 92, $5. Bless you, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate the support, my guy.
Calvin Patton, $10.
Says, I'm late, but did anyone else catch the moment on the ramp when Jacob realized he was about to win the strap at Mania? We'll get there, but
Don't jump ahead.
About to say, shout out Jacob Fatu.
Hey,
Yeah, that's a fire shirt, bro.
Thank you, friend.
Kim Gilmore with the
Yeah.
$10 says, Charmel was sitting behind Book at Santa Deliver waiting for him to act a fool. Yes.
Yeah, we ran into
yeah.
Queen Charmel
Oh, word.
on night 2.
Yes.
We were going and she was walking with her daughter, and we know the rules. When you see people with their kids,
Yeah,
you don't be
leave
like, hey,
them
let's get a picture. So we was like, Queen Charmel.
Love it.
We bowed our black queen.
Yeah.
Thank you so
We
much.
was really
Gil.
about our Black Queen.
Come on now.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
We'll get to that too.
Yeah. Stephanie McMahon.
Stephanie McMahon.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we got another one. Domingo Trip with a $9.99 says, I stand corrected. Bianca, Io, and Rhea was the best match. Jacob Fatu, also enjoyable. Stand and Deliver was still better. Question, how can I get these picks to y'all? I got receipts. Nothing but love, Martin. Send us a DM on IG, brother.
Yeah, before the bell page.
Yeah.
Randy Constance, $9.99.
Yeah. Chris, I see those Miami fights weekly as a teacher in Miami. So you know what I'm talking about.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
It's just 3 dudes from Florida
Yeah.
getting into it.
In
Over some
Florida,
gold.
you come out of the womb with locks.
That's right.
That's what happens, bro.
That's how they get you out.
All right. Twist them back. We caught up.
What? Mark rubbing his head like, where my locks at?
We caught up. All right. Now, night 1
Yes.
WrestleMania.
Yes.
How do we begin? The opening match, Jey Uso versus Gunther.
Yep.
Let me tell you something, boy.
Where it belonged.
Okay.
But it set the tone.
It set the tone.
It did.
But it was so highly anticipated that the air was out of the room for a couple of matches. I'm not jumping ahead. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So that match was incredible. Some back and forth. It was really good. We saw Jay pull out his move arsenal.
Yeah.
Even did all of Gunther's moves against him.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Florida, that boy was at the performance center figuring out some new holds. He been on Jay been on the internet like, hey, they gonna talk about me doing 3 moves.
Yo.
Yeah.
And it felt like, you don't play the game, but when you play in W2K25, it felt like somebody edited him and was like, let's give him this. Let's give him that. Add this in there. Because it was truly, I would venture to say, his best match, in my opinion, that wasn't a tag team match,
Yeah.
was he and Braun Breaker when he won the IC title the first time.
Okay.
That was my favorite. This is up there next to it because it was great storytelling.
Yeah.
The only problem I had, and you corrected us with the ending, the only problem I had is that Gunther tapped so fast. And I've never, as a wrestler, and y'all can tell me if y'all seen it, I've never seen someone who had a submission tap out to their own submission from somebody else.
Oh yeah, it's happened.
Yeah. Who I forgot. I think Kurt Angle tapped out to was it either not Ben? It was either Benoit or Brock Lesnar in a ankle lock. So,
In the ankle lock?
yeah.
Wow.
But I mean, we talked about it, and the internet went and dug it up too. But that's a thing of Gunther's lore that he can't stand submission holds, so he just taps out fast.
Yeah,
that's how
especially if it's
Dragunov
like
beat him.
a choke submission.
Yeah. It's just like Rusev with the neck that they try to establish. Like he's invincible basically, except his neck, and that's his only weak spot. Or like Samoans, when you hit them with chairs, they don't react.
Okay,
like, it's just like lore
that's good
built into the character.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What if it's to plus that up? What if it's a thing of like Gunther will throw up and he doesn't want to throw up, so that's why he has to tap out quick?
I feel like that's a personal thing that you're trying to let us know about.
No, I mean, wouldn't everybody throw up when they get choked?
I don't know.
Nice suit, by the way, man.
Thank you.
Nice
brother.
suit and
Appreciate
shoes.
that.
I think this is the most normal outfit I've ever seen you wear.
Yeah,
this is really nice.
I'm gonna have to take this cap off because I
should.
can smell it.
You can smell it?
It's like it's definitely rubber because like I touched it and then it's definitely rubber.
All right. You can take it off now if you want to.
Yeah.
Or do you want a super chat to take it off?
Yeah, we'll do a super chat to take it off.
Okay.
All right.
Free Martin.
That's
the cap.
I don't know what's gonna come, and I'm gonna tell you why.
What do you mean?
Free Mark from the cap is brilliant.
Yeah, they
because that's how that Unk thing started.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, super chat this, and I'll stop doing this voice or something."
Yeah.
And the first comment was like, stop doing the voice, Unc, and we lost it.
Listen, Martin, he brings most of these on himself.
Yes.
The milkman is him.
It's him.
What? How did I do that?
I remember. How did I do that? I'll tell you exactly how you did it. You had talked about, we were talking about Charlotte and Bianca, as we tend to do.
Yeah.
And you were like, I go with Charlotte too. And I already know they're going to be in the comments. Y'all just trying to drink that milk. And that's when it started.
Great
All of a
memory.
sudden, it was just comment after comment. Milkman this, milk boy this, milk
You
everything
right.
this.
Wow.
I remember, bro.
I
You
didn't
did
know.
it. You did this.
You brought it on yourself.
Absolutely. 100%.
I need a time machine.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This is what I'm gonna tell you, Mark. As someone who watches the show when I'm not on an episode, if you gonna do that, put it on the final episode so people can see it when you do it.
Timestamp that.
Because
I'm
otherwise
sick of
it's
your
just us
crap.
having to react to it.
Yeah.
And then we look insane.
Right, because
Yeah.
you're watching at home like,
Oh,
We're just like, get
Yeah.
that off the screen. They're like, what
What's on the
happened? Why are they
screen?
yelling at
Yeah.
this sweet white man who gave them
sweet
Why?
white man.
Oh my gosh.
So that match happens. The match after that was was that New Day? New Day was Sunday.
No, New Day Viking Raiders. That was the
Okay,
second
New
match.
Day Viking Raiders.
Or War Raiders.
Y'all
excuse
doing
me.
this without notes. That's impressive.
Well, I got Martin.
Okay.
So you got the War Raiders and New Day. We knew that the New Day was gonna win.
Yes.
Did not know that they were gonna run up that ramp. Why do you need to run up the ramp?
Dog, good cardio.
Yeah. They not trying to really fight like that.
That was a great match. And
Yeah.
I love seeing Kofi and Xavier get their dub at WrestleMania because they've never won at
They've
WrestleMania.
never won
Absolutely.
together at
Broke the
WrestleMania.
spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats to those brothers.
And there's so many matches they should have won. None. You know what's crazy?
What?
None of the teams that beat them are together or like stayed together
How
like
about
a year
that?
after that. Yeah.
Give us what's the match after New Day?
Next match was Jade versus Naomi.
Which, you know what? Naomi always delivers. She made Jade look incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why they gave Jade the win, but Naomi could have used it more. And that's always been my opinion with Naomi matches, is they don't have Naomi get her victories to keep her super strong, because we need more super strong women heels on SmackDown especially. And when you do that, it kind of diminishes it and doesn't give her the sting that she needs to have with this new character that she's developed.
So here was my take with that, right?
Yeah.
She has this new character. A lot of it's been like backstage or like sneak attack kind of stuff she's done with B-Fab and Michin, right?
Right. Great entrance too, by the way, with her.
Oh, yeah.
The caution tape that each said a different word, underappreciated, undervalued. I loved it.
Yeah, and the music, I was like, this is fitting. This feels like I'm angry. Let me listen to some like break glass music.
Yeah.
But I realized with how long that ramp was, if there was a run in, we'd see it a mile away.
That's a fact.
So I was like, so as soon as I saw the ramp and her, I was like, oh, Jade's gonna win.
Okay.
But I do think that that'll introduce whatever faction that Naomi will have on SmackDown as a get back for Jade beating her, because I don't think this feud's done.
I love that. I don't think it's done either.
One side note question.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about run-ins in the respect that now for several years, it started really with Stone Cold. It didn't originate, but it got famous, was the music playing when there's a run-in.
Right.
Now, I understand that you hear the music drop and it gets people hyped, but in reality, what you're asking me to believe
Yeah.
is that the music man sees somebody run by and is like, oh, that was Rhea Ripley.
Spotify.
You know what I mean? It starts hitting the button, and that don't make no sense whatsoever. That's why I loved, I think it was Roman a couple weeks ago.
With Seth and Punk.
Yeah, no music, just showed up
Yeah.
and beat, you know what I mean? Because then you have the element of surprise. Now they stop and wait for you to get to the ring. They do the shocked face like,
Yeah.
he's coming. Run if
Yeah.
you know he's coming.
Oh, it's way worse if they're in a pin.
yeah,
They're like,
yeah,
why'd
yeah.
you stop?
Yeah,
Keep
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Hey, ref, I'm doing
Yeah,
something.
keep counting.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm a fan of no music.
Look at y'all.
Yeah.
Look at who y'all become.
What do you mean?
What happened?
Look at y'all. Just logic now, huh?
Logic
Let me
now.
tell you something. That has no place in WWE.
Okay.
You take that logic and you hit the road. All right. When the music hits, that's when I'm surprised. The person comes out and they beat up everybody. They stop in pins.
Yeah.
They stop in refs' attention spans. That's just what happens.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I don't need a quiet walk in.
See,
this is entertainment.
This is a Power Rangers fan talk. Because he's used to people transforming.
Yep.
The villains don't do nothing. They just sitting there like, double dutching the fight.
Oh,
Waiting
you
for-
morphing next too, huh? Oh, okay.
yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
just wait for all 5 of y'all to get your thing together.
Yep.
Jump into a robot.
Yep.
All right, now we can fight. What
Yeah.
is that?
Oh,
Speaking
dude,
of which,
if
once
I was
the
a Rita
monster-
Repulsa monster, I'd kill so many kids.
Yeah, kids.
Whoa.
Because they're teenagers, right?
With attitude.
Yeah. No. Wait.
What?
The
Wait, you
attitude
say
changes things.
Kids with
They're
attitude?
teenagers with attitude.
That's part of the intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If
guess
I
so.
was a giant monster, once they get made giants, I would have stepped on them before they get. I will give you that.
Dude, right there. Oh,
But
there would be no power for these Rangers. I'll tell you that much.
the greatest run-in ever, and I feel like we've all, as fans and WWE even, have been trying to mimic this, is Stone Cold's entrance when he came to beat everybody in Invasion.
Right.
Mm.
He literally laid out 30, 40 people, and it's like, this is the greatest run-in of all time. Whereas other ones never even really get close to it because they don't have the music or the finisher to hit 1,000 people.
Right.
You can only spear a couple of people at once. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. And
Unless
like I
you're
said,
Robert.
that's where it really got like popular because people couldn't wait for that glass to shatter.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, Austin's coming. So
Yeah.
I get it. I just think if it's a little more real when there's no music.
Who was after Naomi and Jade?
Oh, whoa. You said something about a faction for Naomi, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think that this is going to her and Bianca re-teaming and turning on
Ooh.
Jade. Bianca at this point, and we'll get there,
Right.
has every reason to be bitter
Yes.
Yeah.
and angry. And she hasn't really, she's walked away from Naomi,
Yeah.
but she hasn't done anything to
Mm-mm.
Naomi. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Something in any day now.
And
she
Jade been talking reckless.
come on.
Bro.
And any day now, she could just realize, you know what? Naomi was there for me. This whole
She
time.
was.
Yeah.
This whole time.
But Jade been talking so reckless, and Bianca's like, yo, we good, ain't it? She said, no, we not good. And it's like, why aren't
What
this
yeah.
year has been everybody turning against Bianca.
Yes.
And I don't like it, bro.
No.
This
don't either.
year's Bianca's 50 Cent meme of what? Why you
Why you saying F me for?
Yeah.
It's disrespectful.
100%.
She won the Elimination Chamber.
Right.
She's the rightful number one contender.
Correct.
Rhea just gets into the match.
Yeah.
People, we love Rhea Ripley so much on the outside, we're just like, hey, let her in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
She can do what she wants.
She can do what she wants.
Yeah.
Well, what
Then-
else was she gonna do at WrestleMania?
Yeah, something else.
Exactly.
There's-
Wasn't none of this uproar for Bailey. Anyway, so when you look at the situation
Also
where
not true.
Yeah. No, people were very.
Yeah,
I
people were
know.
very upset on
I
that.
know. I get
When
it.
the
Let me
goat's not
laugh,
there.
man.
No,
so
we don't support Bailey slander on this podcast.
so Bianca has entitlement to all of the fact that she's in the right.
Yeah.
And I would love to see that. So that's an incredible pitch.
Yeah.
After Bianca and
Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight.
Jacob, we knew it was about to happen because you can't get the title off of a heel can't get it off a heel. And technically, Jacob is a heel, even though the crowd is behind
No, yeah.
him.
That boy
You
ain't no heel.
understand?
He ain't no heel.
Yeah.
Which brings me to the thing that I brought up earlier. Carmelo, Battle Royal, Andre the Giant. Jacob came in 7 months ago.
He's lit though.
He been lit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like their concern with bringing him in was like, hey, Solo Sikoa about to get, you know what I mean? He
And
about to become
can I
an
tell you something?
afterthought.
Can I say
understand what I'm
something? Solo didn't have a match this year.
saying?
You were absolutely
He
right.
came outside. He said, "All right."
Hey guys, I gotta go.
Y'all remember me from last year? We had
Hey, they got.
I did
I left a plate and catering.
I did the
I'm gonna go eat
spike.
that.
I still got the
I
spike.
got it. Skin cold. I can't stay for the back.
I can't.
There's
that's
no
how
microwave
fired
back
up-
there. You gotta eat it while it's hot. You gotta eat it while it's hot. TT.
Oh my god.
I can't.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, man.
Wow, bro.
You ain't trying to have that.
Jesus.
You
Oh,
trying to
man.
have prime rib cold, bro. Your ice get all your drink get all watery from the ice.
Vegas barbecue backstage is nuts.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Jacob wins. I would love to see where his story goes now. I don't feel like LA Knight would go for another rematch. I feel like now he could hopefully go towards the main event picture.
Yeah.
Cena's up there. I would love to see a match with he and Cena
Mm.
at some point.
Yeah.
But the win, this title needs to become important again.
Yeah.
It hasn't been important since who had it before Shinsuke? But well, he took it off LA Knight.
Yeah.
Who took it off?
LA Knight took it off of Logan
Logan
Paul.
Paul.
Yeah, Logan Paul took it off Rey Mysterio.
It hasn't been important in years.
Yeah. Well, I think part of it was because Logan Paul was always gone. I think he had, 2 title defenses?
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you have to make a title important.
Hey,
the
man.
IC title is important. That's why we cheered. We're jumping ahead.
Look,
Yeah.
Jacob's the right guy.
He
And
is.
Jacob, the beauty part about Jacob is that he can have a good match with anybody.
Yes.
Like, he is indie tested.
Yes.
He's had matches with Gunther. He's had matches with Penta. He's had matches with all kind of different people.
Yeah.
And can work many different styles because of his athletic ability. It's like there's not one matchup I don't want to see with Jacob.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
After Jacob and LA Knight,
We had El Grande Americano versus
Woo!
Ray Phoenix.
Brother.
because Rey Mysterio got injured, so Ray Phoenix stepped in. Ray Phoenix's first WrestleMania
Yeah.
delivered.
There was a side shot of his brother Penta crying like after the match,
Of
like
course.
which is beautiful, man, to see.
But
like,
and it had heightened gravitas because prior to the show, WWE announced that they had acquired legendary Lucha Libre promotion AAA,
yeah,
booked by a friend of the show, Conan.
Hey.
yeah.
So it's like, so now you know that's a thing.
Mhm.
Did they announce NXT Triple H? I mean AAA show?
No, they haven't said there's going to be a name change, but there was a rumor that hit online.
Oh, no,
this
I
morning.
saw it. I saw an ad for it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
there's wait.
Where it's AAA.
Oh, the Worlds
NXT.
Collide. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
Worlds
going to be here in LA.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, in June. Yeah.
So that's already a thing.
Mhm.
Now just think of the possibilities.
Oh, I've been thinking.
You know what I mean? Like the Lucha Brothers be going at AAA,
Mhm.
Dominic Mysterio going at AAA.
That's my guy, Dom.
Come on, the
El Gr-
LWO.
El Grande Americano going back to AAA.
El Grande Americano
Superstar.
could
Yeah.
become the biggest heel, international heel
Yes.
in the world.
Respect.
Do you understand? Going to a primarily
greatest
Mexican promotion.
Booker T moment of all time. Because every time he said it, he's off camera.
Yeah.
Keep going.
But I'm just saying, imagine him going to AAA.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he wins their mega championship,
Yes.
Yeah.
which they need to get off of Alberto Del Rio
Absolutely.
ASAP, by the
Yeah.
way. And
I just do what you remember, was it Samoa Joe? They're like, oh, he's hurt, and they took the NXT title off of him.
yeah, they were
"Ah,
like,
it's
we
fine,
ain't even
fight
doing
this
this.
Yeah.
We're not putting you on no TV that WWE sponsors.
So does that mean Del Rio is technically back in WWE?
No.
No, he is signed to AAA.
They own
He has been
AAA.
acquired.
Hey,
That don't
you-
mean you ever been in a company that's been acquired by somebody else?
No.
There is a probationary period where they evaluate the workers.
Oh.
And if you are redundant in any way, that is a wrap for you.
Good
Yep.
to know.
You know what I'm saying? It's just too much of a risk, in my opinion,
Yeah.
to put him on TV and then all those allegations resurface and
Yeah.
they're like WWE has this dude employed.
The
True,
dude
blah, blah,
fought his brother, got arrested, kept fighting him in jail, and then fought the police
blah. Right.
while in jail.
yeah, out of
It's
control.
like, yeah, man. You
Speaking
gotta,
out of control, these super chats have piled up. Let's get to some of them.
I like it.
Right now, I want to thank Joshua Thames.
Yeah.
yeah.
1999. Take that condom off.
Because the more time passes, it just looks like a backwards hat.
Yeah.
Or it was like sliding off, man, too. Wow.
Ooh-wee.
Here's the
Now-
thing. I want you to do this.
Yeah, because you
Which,
got
yeah.
that is
Wait,
that
what?
Frederick D
Oh!
happening back there.
Franklin Douglas,
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
Look
No,
at that.
Frederick was a rapper.
Man.
Yo,
Frederick D.
killed that for
Don't, why would you
Ugh.
send this my way? That's crazy.
to hold it while I do the thing. CT, will you?
No, hey, it'll sit right there, boy. Go to the next one, Mark. It will sit right there.
He wanted. He
Woo!
wanted to send it back.
Nah, man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Not touching that one, my boy.
Oh,
Paul Grant, 1999.
yes, sir.
You can stop now.
Thank you. Oh, man.
Ah.
There you go.
Appreciate you. Brandon Wallace, $10. Take it off, Martin. It's not working well for you, my guy.
Yeah,
Thank you
indeed.
for
I
that.
didn't realize it was moving.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, dog.
Out of control.
It was getting tighter and tighter as it went on. Cam Wall, my man. Thank you. Random. Marty Morrow. I saw Sinners this weekend. Was that you playing the Bootsy Collins character playing the guitar? I swear that was you. LOL, take that cap off. Brother.
Sinners was a good time.
I still haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I'm not going to spoil it.
I'm going to see it this week. Though.
We're not going to spoil it in the comments, but guys, please
yeah.
go support
Now-
Ryan
Yeah,
Coogler
I'ma see it
and
tonight.
Michael B. Jordan Good.
Now, if you told me there's an old black man playing like a guitar, you can't say guitar. If he's playing a guitar,
It definitely gets
I can see Martin playing a guitar. In this suit, come on now. You getting all the tips.
Listen
You
to
know what
me.
I'm saying? His
When
guitar
you get out of the
case.
movie tonight,
Uh-huh.
you text me.
That's him. He going tonight.
Oh, you going tonight?
I'm going this week. He going tonight.
Oh, man.
Well, come with me.
Come on, man.
I'm tired. I just got
I'm
here.
tired too.
You've been here though. You took a flight. I drove.
Dog, I landed at 12:30.
Yeah.
I had to go to get my dog sitter, then drop my dog off, and then I have to do it.
Listen,
I
if
haven't
you want to
drank.
sit through a 2-hour
I haven't drank
movie
water
after
yet.
that, I want to go to bed. Okay, I have a full-time job.
You know who's fully rested?
Do we have any water?
Your boy. T.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Hudson, $9.99.
Yeah.
Here's about $10 to keep the cap on.
Whoa.
For about 10
Wow.
minutes, and Mark should flash his PS photos more often.
Oh, we
That's
got Mark
classic.
fans up in here.
Got some Marks marking out.
Did Mark tweet that? Did Mark post
Yeah,
that?
for real.
That's
Yeah.
classic. Joshua Thames again, 1999. Remember the way John looked at LA after their tag match? That's what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
Joshua.
Yeah.
I want to see their match because of that.
Hmm.
And he was very hesitant to raise his arm. It could come from the thing of like, I always saw you.
Yeah.
Always, nah, or whatever he does. Perfect.
Brandon Wallace,
Yeah.
115, yes sir. Hey yo, a plate catering is wild. Chris,
You on your way. You the next Lenny Bruce.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Here's the funny thing. Doesn't it feel good to
Yeah,
be told that?
it
Like,
does.
it feels
No,
great,
it's
bro.
very warming.
yeah. We hit you with one.
No.
In the
I'm
house.
saying
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
That's how I know how great it feels.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this feels good.
Should we do a quick round of just you on your way? It's just
No,
like
let's not force
No,
it.
you just gotta be earned.
Yeah, you're
Let's
right.
get
All
it
right.
Yeah, you don't just get it.
Come on,
That's
I'm
crazy.
sorry, guys. I was just feeling
Yeah.
positive.
Bro, we in this state.
Listen.
Our society is about participation trophies these days. And he just want one. That's wild.
I've had enough of you.
Our society is about participation trophies these days.
Martin.
Goodness gracious.
bro.
Martin.
Could you imagine being Martin's parents back in the day, taking him through Target? Hey, mommy, I want that. I want that. He got the taste slapped out of his mouth several times. Stop touching the action figures. You ain't getting nothing.
I can't. I have to say this one on air, bro. God.
Is it the one I'm thinking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Burns is funnier than he should be allowed to be,
Truly.
bro.
It's infuriating.
It's oh my God. We're at night 1 of WrestleMania.
No, this was night 2.
This was night. Was it night
It was
2?
night 2. It was night 2.
Okay, we're at night 2 of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We're having a great time. We've had some emotions, man.
Side note, this
Yeah.
is a Patreon worthy story.
Okay,
but we
okay.
telling it right now. No,
Okay,
tell
okay,
it,
okay,
tell
okay,
it,
yeah.
please. This is
So-
a taste of what we doing
Facts.
later.
So we're having like emotions are running high. We just feeling so grateful. And before I even continue the story, round of applause for Burns
Yeah.
for getting us into WrestleMania weekend.
Oh, you got
took
it,
care of
brother.
everything for us. We're so grateful and appreciative.
Yeah,
Dude.
of course, of
Big
course.
time.
It's my first WrestleMania, so I was even more emotional. But we are having a great time, and it hits Martin. Like the emotion gets each one of us, but this particular moment, it hits Martin.
Yeah.
Martin gets up and he was like, "Hey, man, we're at Mania, man." He shakes Burns. It's Martin, Burns, me, Mateen. He shakes Burns' hand.
Mind you, there's a seat in between you and Mateen.
Yes,
So
seat
that-
between me and
so
just a
yeah.
little space. Shakes Burns' hand, shakes my hand, reaches over to shake Mateen's hand, and his hand is extended, and he just leans over and he falls into Chris's lap. Right?
Pimp.
He's
Pimp.
so
Uh,
Burns, we gotta take the it's not gonna be
Yeah, we-
flagged, but I'm gonna just say it. Burns without missing a beat.
he has to say it because
Yes.
it was so.
Burns without missing a beat as Martin is on his lap, saves him from falling. Burns says,
The fuck? You have to understand what happened to me. Okay?
Oh,
He wasn't
God.
looking.
Because I looked to my left to see the succession of handshakes.
Yes.
Somehow, in both super speed and slow motion,
Yes.
this man fell into a whole man was in my lap. An entire man. Crotch to crotch. I'm
Oh.
sitting there.
Oh.
He, because I somehow missed it and saw it. How? I turned left and I saw everything, but I didn't see nothing. Because wearing. I'll never forget his outfit because I saw his whole body fall in like frozen.
Yes.
He didn't move. I said he felt like an old man because he didn't try to brace. He didn't try
Wait.
to save himself.
Wait.
He gave into the fall. Like you give your life to Christ, he gave his life to the fall. He was out of control.
He gave his life to Christ.
If we were in the nosebleeds, that was it.
Jesus.
That was it.
Listen.
We would never see Martin again.
And as funny as that is,
Dog.
that wasn't the one that took me out.
No.
The one that took me out, Burns said he stiffened up and fell like somebody said, Andy's coming.
Because he was posed like an action figure. And just, like I said, nothing moved. Nothing. It went just straight down.
Yeah. it's
Listen.
Like he just got deactivated. His battery power.
Andy's coming like Toy Story toy.
Yeah.
I saw it. I felt it. I couldn't stop laughing. It got to the point, bell ringers, it got to the point yesterday morning, we woke up to go to an event that we'll tell you about on the Patreon.
Oh my God.
My alarm didn't wake me up. The thing that woke me up was Chris's voice in my head saying, Andy's coming. Tears, bro. We have to get back to these super chats. Go ahead, Mark. Oh no, we didn't read this.
I'll do it.
Go ahead.
2-5 before King, my man. Oh man, love seeing Jacob win and love seeing Haku now just sign Zilla so Solo can really be forgotten.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm just playing. I love you, Solo. Yeah, Zilla is the fourth rope world champion,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
we
yeah.
went to.
Yes.
Too damn late for wrestling. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that.
Okay?
I have some thoughts.
West Side Gun. We got some notes.
Got some notes.
3:30?
Come on.
And they setting up the cage?
No. Midnight start time?
Yeah, but
That's really
come on.
1:30?
I'm tired, brother.
No.
Joshua Thames, 999. Thank you. Last name pronounced like the beautiful, thick artist Timms. Oh, Joshua Timms. Got
There
you.
go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for saying that. I'll be needing the phonetics.
100%.
Keith Ibarra.
Keith Ibarra for $10.
Yes. So it's bell ringers from the south side of Chicago. Love
Yeah.
the show. Any chance y'all watch NXT Stand and Deliver? Oba, Javon, and Trick showed out.
100%.
We did. We all loved it.
Yeah, so just get to the, when you get a
Oh.
chance to rewatch this episode, just go towards the beginning. We talked all about it.
Oh my
Brother.
That we caught up, Mark.
Brother.
God.
Keep
Keep the super chats coming because we got some more stories. And if you have not already, patreon.com/before the bell podcast. Trust me, you have no idea the stories we're going to share because we got a lot to talk about. And we can't even say the rest of the episode because we got to get to the post show soon.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll fire through the other ones.
Yeah. What was right after that match? After Jacob?
Americano versus
Right.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Fun match. It was great seeing Vikingo do some stuff.
Yeah.
Which is I put him everywhere, bro. He's amazing. Next match was Tiffany versus Charlotte.
Yeah, here's the thing.
I love that that's the start of this.
Brutal match. Cost Tiffany a couple of teeth that she got repaired before the post show, thankfully.
Apparently it was
I think it was just makeup.
makeup.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
good.
makeup.
Thank God. It was a match.
Yeah.
It was a match.
They don't have chemistry.
They
No.
don't.
They-
But I feel like Charlotte be doing that on purpose to people.
She has done it,
Yes.
but usually when they get into the ring,
Mm-hmm.
they can fix it, especially with somebody who's as talented as Tiffany Stratton. You know, when you just really don't like somebody and it's hard to make it all professional. And I feel like they gave it their best, but like I said, they just don't have chemistry. There's no heat to the match other than viral, you know, out of off script comments.
Yep.
It's just like, I don't know, man. I know I keep harping on this, but I really feel like it would have went better if it was Tiffy versus Trish Stratus.
You're right.
Plus that up. Something you said a pitch a while ago, Chris, was if they gave Charlotte her own 4 horsewomen,
Yeah.
go ahead and move her to Raw. She apparently,
Yeah.
Needs to
excuse
be
me,
there.
apparently already has heat with Nia Jax over the roast and comments there. Keep Nia on SmackDown. Andrade still on SmackDown. They went through the divorce. Just move Charlotte to Raw.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
Put
What did she
her with
say?
Julia and Roxanne Perez. Like
Brother.
we'll get to that, but
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
but I think that's a good. Nia had some comments about Charlotte, but it was like more personal digs.
You didn't tell me that. You just
Oh,
told
yeah,
me
yeah,
about
the roast.
the Becky joke.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, Tiffany and her not having chemistry, agreed. However, who does Charlotte have great chemistry with?
Becky.
Rhea.
Bailey.
Yeah, plenty.
Sasha.
Yeah,
Sasha's not there. We're talking
But I'm
about
just
in
saying,
company.
she's had
In general,
great
yeah.
matches.
Yeah, plenty.
I keep forgetting. You view
Yeah.
Charlotte in the lens like she's
Yeah.
not good.
I thought you were about to let me slide. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
oh,
did. I was like, wait a minute,
This
wait.
is
I'm
good.
starting to like build up the matches in my head. Like, she's had several great matches.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
now we get
Rhea?
to this main event: Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, which was an incredible
Man.
match.
yes.
It felt great.
felt huge.
Yeah, it
And-
felt really big.
Yeah.
Okay, what are y'all doing
Paul,
right now?
Yeah.
It felt great. It felt huge.
Yeah.
It felt really big.
You didn't interrupt anybody.
I know. I said, what are
I
y'all
was like,
doing?
what's
I
up?
said,
No,
what
yeah.
are you doing?
Get a load of this guy.
No,
Don't get a
will-
load of him.
You will not shift to me. I questioned it immediately.
Don't get a load of this guy.
Yeah.
we
Crazy.
want no Chris loads.
Y'all
over
were
here.
having fun with it. Which
Man,
was the pause so necessary.
What are we doing?
Yeah, what show is this?
Oh my god.
That match, this is where I was sold.
Mhm.
Once they both went through a table,
Yeah.
Roman's storytelling in his face was like, all right. What? No, it's me. I don't need you. I don't need nobody.
Yes.
Which was very telling of the next thing when Paul turned.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When Paul Heyman turned on CM Punk,
Yes.
that shocked me.
Mm.
I knew he was going to turn on Roman, but CM Punk,
Yeah.
shocked. Double turn for Seth. Didn't feel like so much of a favor as it felt like a plan to get him from underneath. Now we got heel Paul Heyman back again.
Yeah.
Which is
To
his
where-
best form.
It's his best form,
Yeah.
but
Rollins too.
it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Rollins too, because his character changed
Yeah.
when he tried to team up with Roman to briefly do a Shield reunion, to do the Shield power bomb onto the table,
Uh-huh.
and the acting of Roman in that moment,
Yeah.
of like
Conflicted.
utterly conflicted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does not like this man.
No.
At all.
You know what I mean? And then, oh my God, for him to get hit again in the back with a
Yeah.
chair, like that's just what we do. When I see you, I'm gonna hit you in the back with this chair.
Yeah.
Dude, it was really a one match card.
Yeah.
It was really night one.
It was cinematic, man.
Absolutely.
But such great storytelling in line with the wrestling and the action.
Totally.
Like just a detail I didn't pick up on until later was just Rollins extending his not looking, putting his hand out. He knew Paul had everything handled.
Oh, you
giving
didn't
out the
notice
chair.
that detail?
Well, no, because I was looking at. I think I was looking at so much other stuff that was happening.
Yeah.
That's
What was
all I
the,
looked
So
at.
remember,
Yeah.
he was facing this way. It was this hand.
Yeah.
So and I was over here, so I couldn't. Yeah.
but that was
you
the
know.
juxtaposition though. It was like he hits Roman in the back after having his back exposed.
Yeah.
And nothing happens because he knew that
He's
Paul
good.
was watching
Yeah.
it.
Also, hella pause on the way Heyman hit Roman because
Hey,
he
but
shifted.
dug in.
I was like, you didn't do that. With
Yeah.
CM Punk. It's like he wanted to feel something.
He
I was
wanted to
like,
make
"Hey,
sure he got both of them. And that's crazy.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
But also cried when he hit Punk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anger when he hit Roman.
because Roman had just mushed him down the other night,
Mhm.
which is disrespectful to mush anybody.
Yeah.
That's
We
what-
know
yeah,
EO feel
yeah,
that.
yeah, absolutely.
But
But Roman been hoeing him out for years. So I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so now the turn happens. We see what ends up happening with that story.
yeah.
We got to rush through night 2. I don't even know if we'll be able to.
I feel like we can go a little bit long. It's WrestleMania.
Okay.
so
Yeah.
we go a little bit
All
long.
right. So night 2 happens.
Yeah.
The match opens. Bianca, Io, Rhea delivered.
Yes.
Delivered.
Instant classic.
Hold
Instant
on.
classic.
Hold the phone.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have to speak on a couple things.
Let's hear it.
Disrespect to EO Sky. No special entrance.
None.
Comes out first.
Yep.
Yep.
Like
As the champion.
now, I would have caused quite the ruckus
Uh-huh.
if the finish wasn't what it was.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it fed the story.
Yes.
And this whole thing The theme I feel like of WrestleMania both nights
Mhm.
was A League of Their Own. You ever seen that movie?
Respect. No.
Come- You never seen that movie?
Nope.
A League of Their Own, the
There's
baseball
no crying
movie.
in baseball.
I know what the movie is.
What
did you say?
Mark said it's about women.
Oh.
Hey, look, I ain't with that skirt this
Not
this
touching
time.
that. Never saw it, but I know Rosie O'Donnell's in it, right?
Well, damn. So you hate spoilers, so I can't even really give.
I'm never gonna see that movie.
You're out of your control. It's one of the best movies.
You have
ever
to
made.
watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh wow.
Anyway, in that movie, Gina Davis' younger sister is the overlooked one
Yep.
and ends up as the triumphant one at the end. And I feel like that's what the theme of this WrestleMania was. If you're like somebody who's like overlooked, overshadowed,
Mhm.
Whatever, counted out, you picked up big wins. Seth Rollins,
Yeah.
Io Sky,
Jacob
Tiffany
Fatu,
Stratton, Jacob Fatu, who never was supposed to be in WWE. All these
Great
people,
point.
Yeah.
that was like the overall, and I feel like maybe it was psychological for Triple H because it's like forever and a day he had an overlord changing his scripts, changing his creative,
Mm.
doing last minute things to undermine him,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera. And
I would even take it a step further. He was never looked at as the top 3 or 4 of the Attitude Era.
never. He was
Where-
always the guy who worked with the guy. He
Yep.
never was the guy.
Okay, from the perspective of that, I'll give it to you. I always looked at Triple H, and he's on my Mount Rushmore, as I told y'all, because he made the decision. I'm not gonna be Rock. I'm not gonna be Austin, but they all have to have a foil.
It's interesting you think he made that decision.
He did.
That's not.
I think if you would have the choice to
Yeah.
be the Rock or Austin, what would make you be like, nah, I don't want to. Nah, I don't want to be the most important person in the company. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was not him. Behind
Yeah,
the
and
and
that decision.
and to that point too, when he was the guy, quote unquote, right? Like when he main evented WrestleMania 25, we weren't talking about him and Orton. We were talking about Undertaker Shawn. When he main evented 18, we weren't talking about him and Jericho. We were talking
100%.
about Hogan and Rock. So he's never been. He's always been overlooked as a superstar.
Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I can see that. I just meant more like he's the greatest heel of all time, in my opinion. He's the cerebral assassin. This is not up for debate. I'm just because I see how you look to the side.
I didn't
hate
say
when you look to
that.
the side.
I didn't say anything.
Let's read some of these super chats before we move on.
Yeah.
Woo. First super chat. Want to thank. All right, DJ C, $30. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Salute, DJ C. Appreciate you, my boy. Incredible Jones, 1999.
Yeah.
We still need Bianca versus Charlotte because she's the last of her 4 horsewomen for her to beat. Bianca was never a 4 horsewoman.
No. Charlotte is the only one Bianca hasn't beat.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, Jeremiah Roper, 1999. Thank you.
Thank you.
20 minus a penny for 20 more minutes. Hey man, that's not how it works, but we appreciate
Well, thank you, brother. We'll make it work.
Serenity Moon, $10.
Yes.
I wanted Kota Kumi to perform Io entrance at WrestleMania. That would have been dope.
Is that the person who does the song?
I don't know.
Okay.
It might be who is Kota Kumi? Tell us in the chat. Cool.
Are we caught up?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
perfect. All right, perfect.
So now after that match, what's the next match?
Open with a triple threat. I know. Okay, we'll just jump ahead. Logan Paul, AJ Styles.
Trash.
Whoa, that was aggressive. But
Trash.
you're not entirely.
And that
wrong.
wasn't a match. The match, I think,
Drew
was
McIntyre, Damien and Drew McIntyre. Yeah,
And that was my bathroom break.
I was also in the bathroom.
I watched it. I
was
thought
unnecessary.
they worked hard and they did a lot of good stuff.
They're both great workers.
I was
but-
able to catch Drew McIntyre doing the selfie spot, which I thought was cool. I
Yeah.
mean, he's always gonna find a way to have some fun, do something different. But he's great. He's great. It's just it's an embarrassment of riches in WWE. The main event picture is come on,
Stacked.
man. Is Punk, is Roman, is Seth, is Braun now, is
Cody.
is Cody.
John.
And just for a second, away from the men, is Rhea, is Bianca, is Naomi. Is you have to find room for all these people. There's only so much WrestleMania, and they've established we're not having you out there all day no more.
No,
Yeah.
thankfully.
You know what I mean? So
Thankfully.
it is what it is.
Yeah, I think Damian Priest is better served in a faction.
I don't
Interesting.
agree. I think Damian Priest is better served with people that can bring things out of him. we cared about he and Finn because the story was there.
Mhm.
So it's like, as long as the story is there, I want to see him do something.
But here's the thing: the story of him and Drew has been building up for a year. Because remember, he's the one who took the title off of Drew at last year's Mania.
Yes.
He beat him when Drew tried to cash in.
Yes.
He beat him in Berlin or wherever they were last year at the Clash.
Yeah.
So he's been the foil for Drew for like a year solid.
You're right. But it wasn't on purpose in hindsight. Look at everything that
It was
Drew,
all Punk related, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So it was like he benefited from
Yeah.
Drew losing and he beat Drew, but it wasn't like I'm coming after Drew. Like when Damian was like, I'm coming after Finn.
Well-
or Finn's coming after me. So it felt
Right.
like everything that happened with Drew and him was one-sided. And that's why the story didn't work for me. Because it's like, it's kind of like, man, why you got them nice shoes on? It's like, what? I just
What
bought
do
the
you
shoes.
do with Damian now if you had the book?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I got nothing for him.
Nothing.
I got
Creative
nothing
has
for
nothing
him.
for you?
He got nothing for him.
Oh, wow.
We got a plate and catering.
Yo,
No microwave. Though.
Some of the nicest Salisbury steak you
You
can
can
have.
eat it right now. It's
Can
gonna
I-
get cold. It's
can I
not
get-
gonna be good no more.
here's my crazy pitch for that.
Ooh,
Right,
okay.
we had a brief moment when Damian came over to SmackDown with him and Jacob Fatu talking about street recognized street. Right,
Yeah.
whenever Solo turns on Jacob,
Mhm.
and Solo rebuilds whatever you want to call it, get Hikuleo in there, get both Tongans whenever they're both healed,
Yeah.
throw in somebody else, right? Have them go after Jacob, and that's when Street really recognized Street. Damon helps him out. That I think Damon is best suited when he has multiple people he can like fight and battle and stuff.
Okay.
I'm not mad at it.
That's still months down the line.
Yeah.
don't
I
think
think
it's-
it's a lot simpler. I think it's a lot simpler.
Let's hear it.
I know that they've been associated with each other for far too long at this
Yeah.
point,
Mhm.
but I feel like it makes sense now. He's Dom's first challenger.
No.
Yeah.
You can't bump him back down to
He's-
the IC
it's-
title.
Down is the IC championship.
You'd move him back over to Raw and have him feud with Dominic Mysterio.
It's
He just got traded.
it's what they should have done in AEW with Wardlow and MJF.
Mhm.
Wardlow dominated MJF when he wasn't the champion. Then when he became world champion, they didn't do anything with Wardlow. And by the time they brought them back together, it was too late. Damian is drowning right now, in my opinion.
What?
He's drowning. He had no story for WrestleMania. We just talked about this. You just told me he needs to go get a plate and catering.
Who, Dominic?
No,
Damien.
Damien. Yeah, you said
Dominic is great.
you just said Dominic.
Oh, my bad. Slip
yeah.
of the tongue.
I
bro.
was shocked.
Oh yeah, no, slip of the tongue.
Yeah.
Damien is drowning right now.
Yes.
So send him a life vest.
Mhm.
It's like they all excited that Dominic won the title, which we'll get to. But then it's like the dude who dominated you was like, "Hey, my boy, we need that gold."
He needs a different feud other than Drew. I don't know who that could be on SmackDown. I don't want Braun Strowman to turn heel yet. So I don't really know who could be good for him because he can't just fight monsters. It's not going to be super entertaining.
Yeah.
But I will say after that match, we'll get to the Logan and AJ. It's
Yeah.
another bathroom worthy match.
Yeah.
Next match was the Fatal 4-Way tag match. Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental title match.
Right.
Cooked.
Penta, Dominic.
Finn Balor.
Finn
and
Balor.
Braun Breaker.
It was a
Braun Breaker,
perfect
man.
4 personalities
Perfect.
Dude,
for a 4-man match.
so
and
good.
Braun didn't eat the pin, and I was glad because that kept him strong.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, wait. We talked about a women's 3-way, right?
Yes.
Let me just get back to that.
Okay.
For a quick
Please.
second. Because I was talking about disrespect earlier.
Mhm.
Respect.
'Cause I don't think we built on this enough.
No,
Mhm.
not at all.
Why did Bianca eat that pin?
Thank you. I've been saying this all weekend. Why did Bianca eat the pin, bro?
did she eat that pin?
Rhea could have ate that pin and still remained strong. Bianca had an undefeated streak that they did not need to touch.
Yep.
Rhea has already been beaten at WrestleMania.
Yes.
Several times.
No reason for her not to be pinned in this situation. She's wrong.
Yep.
First of all, she's not going to be affected in any way
No.
by taking the pin. You're only sacrificing Bianca's undefeated streak just because.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's like and I feel like now you've tainted
Yes.
when you get to Bianca Rhea one-on-one at WrestleMania.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because now she's been pinned at WrestleMania. She's
Yes.
not as special.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like all you did was character assassinate Bianca.
Yeah.
It's like they were trying
after
to-
they booed her.
After they already have turned on her for no reason.
That's
Yeah.
one thing I will give Vince is he highlighted Bianca in the greatest way possible.
Yeah.
And that has been taken away for the past couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that Bianca was able to be shoehorned into winning the Elimination Chamber and going to this main event of Mania,
Yeah.
and then everything be taken away from her right after that and putting her right back into where she was before.
It's crazy.
It's crazy as F, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to get riled up. You know, I'm a Bianca fan. That really angered me.
And if
So,
you want to see our reaction to it all, make sure you follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because we put our reaction to it on there.
we posted, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. After that, we get to the main event, which is
Well, no. We had Logan Paul versus AJ Styles.
we just said that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we had the women's tag match. Excuse me, where Becky made her return. Team
Yes.
with Lyra Valkyria faced the Judgment Day.
Speaking of disrespect,
Respect.
what is the... Okay, I understand
Not the head roll.
that Lyra, Bird Person,
Yeah.
and...
No pop.
Yeah, and Becky...
They call her RC Cola.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
you're just over there winging.
Because it's flat right when you crack it. Well, it's already flat. What is it? No bubbles in the cola?
None, bro.
No, you
Trying
just
to
want me
shake
to
it?
drink
No.
syrup.
The,
What
shake
are
it?
we doing? Yeah, you shouldn't have to shake up your own soda pop.
yeah.
That's great. It's called soda pop.
Facts. Ain't no
Good
pop.
Lord. You gotta mix it with McDonald's Sprite. That's what you do to step on it.
To step on it.
RC Cola. McDonald's Sprite.
Yo.
Oh my god!
That's the only way RC get that pop.
That's it. So, okay, I get that they had a title program in NXT.
Yeah.
You know, Becky beat Tiffany, and then
Lyra
Lyra
beat
beat Becky.
Becky.
I
Yep.
get all that.
Mhm.
Nobody remembers that
At all, no.
You know what I'm saying? Only Martin remembers that.
Yes.
And the greater WWE audience doesn't really watch NXT like that.
No.
We've learned this lesson 1,000 times.
Yep.
Yes.
And even though Stephanie Vergara got quite a response, but that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
So why do you keep her in the mix
Mhm.
when she already has a title?
Yes.
And so, regardless if she's in this match or not, she's already fine. She's got her
Yes.
own thing going on. Bailey is taken out of WrestleMania.
For reasons that are stupid.
Yeah, unknown.
The disrespect.
But when the story
Respect.
makes more sense, like, hey, this young chick that I'm, became friends with is gone.
Mhm.
I called an old friend
Yep.
to help me out in this situation. Then the title win makes more sense because now
Yes.
you got to fight two of the horsewomen
Yes.
that you weren't expecting. You know what I mean? And then you can do whatever you do on Monday Night Raw after that. But everything just did. All you did was take a legend out of the
Yes.
title match at WrestleMania. That's all you did.
For no reason.
It was so stupid. Becky wins.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Becky wins the titles. Cool. We got the titles. It's
Yeah.
a cool win. I didn't think it was necessary to have the IC champion get a tag team title and just not defend the IC title at Mania.
Yeah.
Which I do wonder if the reason they did that was, oh shit, we have a new women's U.S. champion and women's Intercontinental champion. And we don't have anything from them on the show. All right, put her in this tag match. That felt like the only thing that made any sense because you create these belts and then don't use them on WrestleMania. Now that was a huge devalue of it.
Extremely devalued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we see.
Shout out Chelsea Green.
Oh,
Big
we
shout out
love
to Chelsea Green.
we love Chelsea Green.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Literally a friend of the show.
Yeah.
So who then after that match we get Cody and John.
Yeah.
And regardless of how I feel personally, it just wasn't a great match.
I thought it was serviceable.
Yeah.
Because it was literally, okay, Becky needs to get a hot tag. And then.
No, I'm talking about Cody and John.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was still.
all good.
We're talking about Bailey. I'm focused on her for a while.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pam. That's what I call her, Pam. Anyway.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, John and Cody. I'm struggling
Yeah.
because is it on purpose? I can't tell if it's because it's reminiscent of an old angle in ECW
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
with Cactus Jack
Yeah.
Mick Foley. His whole thing was he turned on the fans because
Yeah.
he said, "You're only getting enjoyment from my pain.
Uh-huh.
You want to see me crash through glass, crash through barbed wire, crash through tables, and just hurt myself, and none of you really support me."
Right.
So guess what? I'm not doing nothing extreme no more.
Mhm.
In fact, I want to go back to the WWF where it's safe.
Where it's safe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do hella
And so he
headlocks.
started doing headlocks
Facts,
and
bro.
abdominal stretches
Yep.
and all these like super safe moves.
boring. Yeah, they get boring chants.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
And Cena's whole gimmick is I'm going to ruin this for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to make your love of professional wrestling go away.
Uh-huh.
So then they get to the match and he's overly protecting himself.
Yeah.
He's not doing a whole lot of moves. He's
No.
not bumping crazy. I can't tell if he's just like protecting his body because he knows he only got a couple more matches in him, or if he's like literally taking it all the way and being like, I'm going to make them hate this.
Can I tell you what that whole thing felt like?
Yeah.
Hollywood Hogan and his Dennis Rodman being Travis Scott. It felt very
Okay.
like
Okay, that's
Nice
that's really
take.
good. Yeah.
yeah. It felt very
Thank you
like
for that.
it's gonna be a slow match.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my shit in. You're gonna get like a little bit of your shit in.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't care you're the Macho Man.
Can't do
Right,
that,
right.
It's not gonna work for me, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kicking out of some of that stuff, man.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
exactly that kind of foil, right? Where it's like the finish ain't gonna be what you want it to be. I don't care. I'm winning because I'm John Cena. What are you gonna do about
Travis Scott? That walk to the ring, it boiled my blood
it? Yeah.
because it was so slow. Like there's not a match going on.
Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something.
Please.
You might not like this.
What's up?
I absolutely loved it. You know why?
Why?
It played to my sensibility, brother. Because if you're going to use my song on WrestleMania,
1,000 times.
you're going to have John Cena wear the Travis Scotts down to the ring. Guess what, bro? I'm taking my sweet time. you gonna look at the merch. I got the hardcore title that's available at WWEshop.com. I'm going to rub on it.
1,500.
Come on.
He hasn't even had a match.
Doesn't matter. I have a belt. Because that's what I do have.
Oh.
I'm going to walk slow. You're going to breathe. And you're going to take all of it in. Pause. You understand?
That's a
And
good
you're going
point.
to enjoy the ride I'm taking you on.
I
That's just how
did
I
love
felt.
that Cody got his get back with
He did get his get back.
Yeah.
But the other part of it is that's what heels do.
Yeah.
What you want to see, what you want to happen, they take it from you. And that's what John and then
Travis.
Travis are doing.
Because you would have been more upset if he ran down. Like if we found out he runs weird.
True
oh,
enough.
That's everybody
True
say.
enough.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. And also conversely, Cena is getting face pops and
Yes.
cheers. so
So
he
many.
needs a heater, unfortunately. He needs someone who's actually hated to generate heat.
Yeah.
And Travis can play that role. And they
I
both
think-
rappers.
I think he needs like 2 more people though in that whatever you're gonna build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then to see John win that title, the
And
crowds pissed me off, man.
Hey,
17.
hold on. Before we finish this,
Yeah.
you talk about crowds. We forgot one match.
What's that?
Say
Randy
his
Orton.
name.
And he appears.
Hey, yo, excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Joe Hendry, on a lighter note,
Yeah.
Joe Hendry comes out, faces Randy Orton. He's the mystery opponent. We all thought it was going to be Rusev.
Mhm.
And
Which now knowing Randy needed that win because he was challenged Cena,
Yeah.
I see why they didn't use Rusev.
I did too.
Yeah.
100%.
So to see that match with Joe Hendry, it made Joe Hendry still look good.
Yeah.
He got the rub. So him taking RKO does not make him look less of anything.
No.
Great addition. He is coming to WWE sooner than later. It's
Did you see his interview on Busted Open?
no.
So Joe Hendry's whole thing was people are like, "Oh, bro, you took 2 RKOs. You look like a chump to Randy Orton." He's like,
What?
He's like, no. That moment made me part of the club.
Yes.
Mm.
When you think of a main event player in WrestleMania, I'm right there.
Yeah.
I took his finish. He patted me on the chest after.
Yes.
We had a moment
Yes.
together that you can never take away from me.
No.
You know what I mean? So when I do show up in the WWE at various times, or when, of course, the sinus
Come on, man.
is inevitable.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna hit the ground running.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Because he's already introduced and we're already good with it.
exactly.
I'll even say that's now in the top maybe 2 RKOs at WrestleMania history. I think the Seth one still can't be beat.
Can't be.
But this one, that zoom in,
Yeah.
and because that truly felt out of nowhere. I was not looking at what Randy was doing, bro.
That was the other thing he said on Busted Open. He's like, and then what was your last image of Randy? Doing my taunt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He's a made man.
He's made.
Off
I
that.
love that. I love that. I'm very happy for him. He deserves it because he's been grinding.
Yeah,
That
which
boy's been
also
making
quick
that
shout
money.
out to TNA. They're going to be here in LA this Sunday on pay-per-view. Joe Hendry is facing Frankie Kazarian for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. So you guys be sure to check that out.
Can't beat it.
Yeah.
So Cody loses.
No.
Yeah,
Do
he did.
not.
Yeah, he lost.
Do
man.
not.
Wow, lost big time too. He didn't even take like
You need to bake that in, brother. You
Yeah,
need
man.
to
got hit by a belt. Come on, bro.
Oh, we have a great picture on
Oh,
Instagram.
Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful.
You do.
photo.
You put the hoodie up.
Everything. You were really hurting, man. You were sour
You in
grapes.
Intact America. You put your hood up. You got unhappy. You got quiet.
Let's read some super chats.
Absolutely. That was quite the
Read some
segue.
super chats, man.
What do you say?
Also,
SB
everybody
for?
who's been donating, thank you guys so much. Like, genuinely, you have no idea. We truly appreciate it. And thank you guys. If you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching this on Facebook as it airs the next day, please hit those super chats. You know what I'm saying? Hit the super thanks. We will thank you. We will keep a list of everybody that gives money, and we will read your name out on Sunday's live taping from Monday's premiere.
Yeah,
absolutely.
2534 King, $10. Thank you.
Yes.
Forgot to mention Killer Cross after show shoot was amazing. He really needs that push. The he should not be named squashed. Yo, I love that promo from Killer Cross. Did you see it?
I
Yes,
did.
beautiful.
I did. Turned out to be a worky work, but
Of course.
it was
Yeah.
still
Everybody
it was still
loved
quite
it.
well done.
If
Yeah.
it wasn't a work, you just saw Sam doing that thing that Martin be doing. This whole thing.
Right. But he got motion right now.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Cross has had no motion.
He's had none.
No.
Not since NXT.
Dog.
Yeah.
Now he got motion. That whole I might have to go ahead and do it myself with Logan Paul. I'm like, what does that mean?
That
Both
always
heels.
works.
You know what I mean? So I'm interested in what he does next.
Yeah.
That's great for him.
That turns him face. Because
Could be,
I'll tell
right.
you who ain't gonna be face. Logan Paul.
No,
Yeah, ever.
Go
I'm sure
ahead.
AOP enjoyed watching that too from the
I know.
comfort of there.
Damn.
Stanton,
been there.
$9.99. Paul Maga side.
Manga
Manga
inside
inside.
did Bianca dirty. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm
I
not,
knew I was right.
well, it says manga.
I
Maybe
know.
he meant manga. You'd be surprised to know that. Maybe you'll be surprised to know, but at the roast, it was made quite clear that Paul Heyman is not MAGA.
Yeah.
It was made quite clear, in fact.
But I think he's talking about Paul
You talking about
Levesque.
Paul Levesque. Yeah.
yeah.
Wrong Paul.
Yeah, listen,
We don't talk about those kind of things.
Except for in every other interview.
Cable 33. Right now. Shout out to Before the Bell podcast for sitting next to me and chopping it up. Convo and jokes during Bloodsport that night was a lot of fun.
Hey,
Thank you.
Thank
so
you,
much.
man. Yeah.
Man,
Look at that.
I met fans from Australia
Yeah.
last night. That was
Yeah.
crazy. I didn't know that people was like really on it.
Let me tell you. I'll tell you this.
Also 626 in the live right now, dude. Like, let's give it up for
Oh,
that.
yo,
real quick.
what's
Come on
happening?
now.
It's a
We're
big
killing
number, baby.
I'll tell you this, man. And I was telling the good brothers this. I say, yo, we got a chance to meet so many bell ringers for so many different cultural backgrounds.
Yeah.
We saw white, we saw black, we saw Asian, Latin, Australian. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
literally worldwide.
Come
what?
on.
What is
What
it?
is it?
Australian. That's a
It's
concept.
fine.
That's just
He
international.
said, he said
know what you
cultural
mean. He's a
background.
Yeah, I said cultural
Yeah,
background.
He didn't say race.
See how white people
Mark, why
are?
is it always
Man.
going to race for you, man?
Everything's not about race,
Man.
Mark.
Mark's like, these
Mark?
DI hired wrestling fans. He's like, yo, Mark.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what, Mark? I noticed this about you. You be a lot with the criticisms, not really a lot with the congratulations.
That's true.
Anyway,
That's
let's
facts.
get to the next
Yeah,
super
man.
chat.
Martin,
Did we
you
get
have
through
an
all of them?
undershirt on?
Huh?
Do you have an undershirt on?
Yeah, man.
Okay, all right. Because I was, I was about to say some of them buttons is fighting for their life.
Are we caught up?
Had to pull
All
it
right.
down.
So now let's get to Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Woo!
yeah.
Cooking
Cooked.
with this is out of order. Let me just tell you the moment that I'm talking
I'm
about.
like-
Here. First off,
Problem.
Cena getting RKO'd.
Beautiful.
Yes. Because I feel like it was spoiled a couple of weeks ago when they started advertising Backlash. We saw Orton and Cena advertising St. Louis Backlash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, where's Cody? Right? So apparently this has been in the books for a minute. What happens for Cody now? Do you think he shows up to SmackDown or is he gone until after Backlash?
Honestly, I would, because people kept booing him. I'd take him away for a little bit. Let him get a breather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
deserves it.
He does.
He's been working hard.
He is.
You know what I mean? Look, Roman has the super long reign, but
Yeah.
Let's be honest, he wasn't there every week.
He wasn't.
He don't really clock in like that.
You don't.
You know what I'm saying? Cody was at every show, at least cut the promo, doing some kind of interaction,
Yeah.
dark match, whatever it is. He been working hard for 365. Let that man take a breather.
And he really held the title for a year,
Absolutely.
which was something I did not expect them to let him do.
No,
Yeah.
and then they old school wrestling psychology. They can't miss you if you don't go away.
Exactly.
And
True.
now that they started booing him a little bit, let him take a little break. When he comes back, they'll be happy to see
And
him.
at the
But-
same token, he proved Cena right.
Yes.
Everything
Yeah.
Cena was saying about how we as fans treat them, especially the heroes, the legends, the champions,
Yeah.
he was right. He brought that up on Raw. He was like, "You guys booed Cody because I said his name." It's like, you're fickle.
Yeah.
Cody cooked Cena on that last SmackDown before
Yeah.
WrestleMania. He got booed and
He
dug
did.
himself out. That let you know how great he is. Anyway, just want to give my props to my
I
boy.
appreciate you showing him some love. But the brilliance of this whole thing
Yeah.
is the countdown clock.
Yes.
That is,
I love that.
It's so simple
Yeah.
because it's so easy to understand.
Yep.
Y'all got 27 appearances,
Appearances.
not
Not
matches.
matches.
You made that very clear. Not
Yeah.
the little one, not the big one, whatever.
Yeah.
Not, you're not getting matches from me. 27 appearances.
Yeah.
And then it's over with.
Mhm.
The
Oh,
fact
right.
that he counted the ones from before,
I
and
loved it.
I was
Made
like,
it even better.
like,
Because
oh.
he put the number up and then it shot down to
Yeah.
27. It was like,
Because
oh,
we
by
look
the way.
like 37.
Yeah.
What? And he's like, no. 20. Whoa.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And then to call out the fact, I'm not stupid.
Nope.
Yeah.
I know that on Raw it's gonna be some tournament or something like that to crown a new champion. But just so you know, the belt that's been held by Stone Cold Steve Austin, but that lineage goes home
Ooh.
with me.
And then he even named Roman, didn't even name Cody.
No, he did
Yeah.
not. No, he did
Didn't
not.
name Cody.
So it's just perfect. It's such a great narrative device.
Didn't name Randy either, though, by the way.
no.
There's so many things you could do with it. We talked about it. There's literally he could show up
Mm-hmm.
at SmackDown. Music comes out. He comes to the ramp,
Yeah.
looks up, it counts down one, and walk right back.
Oh,
Man.
that would be brilliant.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know what I'm
man.
saying?
I
Here
love
I
that.
am. Bye.
Yeah.
That
You know what
would
I
be
mean?
brilliant.
It'd
Bro,
be-
when he said you can chant, you can't wrestle, I don't have to.
I don't.
Come on,
have
mic
to.
drop. Mic drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you can tell he got stung with that Cody.
He didn't like it.
he
did
brought
not
that
like
back
it.
up.
Yeah.
After that, we see your girl come.
No, the women's tag match was next.
Yeah, where Becky turned and
Becky
got
turned.
cheered. So she's low-key not a heel.
Yeah.
Lyra
Again.
did not sell at all.
Yeah.
Again,
Didn't like that.
heel turns matter when you're invested in the relationship.
Yeah.
They don't know the NXT relationship between Becky and Lyra.
No.
So it
It-
doesn't matter.
It would have been so much because we love Bailey so much now.
yes.
Because the fan support was, especially for that Raw After Mania.
You love the goat.
They would have really hated Becky if she came back and turned on Bailey right after that.
Absolutely.
That would have been a wholly different moment.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
that's why Lyra should have been the one to turn on Becky.
I don't even think that. I don't think Lyra should have been in the situation to begin with.
She shouldn't have.
Yeah,
But
I don't think they would have cared. if
we
she
work with
turned.
what we got.
Yeah.
She's not getting a reaction being a face. And she's the
Right.
champion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's got to get some kind of reaction. And usually a heel turn is what does it.
Now, I'll preface this by saying I know they don't like this, just like the guy said to me in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
But
Ah!
Seth and Becky have both in separate interviews talked about they do not like working together
Okay.
on camera.
I get that.
But do you add Becky to the heel stable?
No, Becky, here's the problem. Becky created this problem on her own, actually.
Mm.
Becky got so good on her own.
Sure.
Like she got over on her own.
Yeah.
She's never needed a mouthpiece. Seth has gotten over on his own,
Yeah.
kinda.
Mm.
And what I mean is, let's go back to Triple H giving him the keys to the kingdom, giving
Yeah.
him J&J security, being a part of the authority,
Yeah.
all of that. He was carried. The only time we got a chance to see him do it on his own was burn it down Seth as the Beast Slayer,
Yeah.
right? That was good Seth. But Seth as a heel, he doesn't need a mouthpiece, but the ultimate mouthpiece is Paul Heyman.
Easily.
Becky doesn't need anybody. She could cut all her own stuff. She could back it up in the ring. I don't think she needs to be overshadowed by being in that kind of stable because it would take away from
Yeah.
who she is.
No, I think that's fair because my only thing with it is like you said, Becky got cheered.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And if you want the dynamic to work out the way that it's supposed to,
yeah.
then aligning her with the biggest heel faction in the
They're gonna
company
cheer
at the
her more.
moment, I don't think so. Because I think I'll tell you why when we get there.
Okay.
When we get to that whole thing.
So
We'll rattle through the rest. Because the next thing was the New Day came out,
love it.
celebrated.
Respect.
Then Alpha Academy challenged them for the tag titles, but got destroyed by the returning
Rusev, bro.
Yeah.
And Lana got signed too as a Legends deal, and as y'all said, she's probably gonna be built up to her coming back.
That's
Yeah.
what it should
But
have.
Rusev looked incredible, bro.
He did.
Yeah.
He looks like I think he's gonna earn his way into that main event picture because he's never held the main title.
Sure.
No.
I started to get attitude because
Why?
because the New Day is like they're the champions.
Yeah.
Okay, we kind of lost focus on their heel turn.
Mhm.
Now they're the champions. They're coming out on Raw after Mania. Okay, we can start with some coolness, and then Alpha Academy come out.
Yeah.
If y'all not gonna take this seriously, I'm not gonna take this seriously. But what? They are not credible
At
threats to the New Day.
No.
Who are some teams that will be credible threats to the New Day that are bigger tag team faces on Raw, other than the War Raiders? Who,
Raw's tough.
bam,
Yeah.
Raw's a
that's
little
what I'm
tough.
saying.
They're gonna have to bring some people in.
they are
yeah,
because
yeah.
we don't have any face teams that anybody cares about other than Alpha Academy. That's
Certainly.
the ultimate team.
But it was not about the New Day
No.
in that segment.
It's about
No.
Rusev.
So it was about Rusev. And props to Maxine Dupree. She's been working.
She's
Yeah.
got some
Her
great
mic skills
promo
got a
work.
lot better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Now, something I had pitched was having Roman and Punk actually win the tag titles from the New Day, giving the New Day a grievance to where they end up joining this heel faction that we're going to talk about in a little bit with Braun and,
Yeah.
and Seth and Heyman, and then have the New Day win them back. Now they're the biggest tag team
Yeah.
in the company.
I mean, speaking of dropping tag titles, Liv and Raquel
Yeah.
dropped the titles of Mania, got them back the next night on Raw.
Yep.
Not mad at it. Of course, the
No.
whole situation was clunky, but I'm glad they got the titles back. Now, your girl Julia,
So
Ooh-wee.
Stephanie Vakur,
Stephanie Vicure.
who had challenged Io Sky to a 1-on-1 match. Fantastic match.
Great
yeah.
reaction for Stephanie. bro.
Yes,
Like,
big time.
we talked about people aren't that
Star
familiar with
power.
NXT, and
Yeah.
they were locked in.
When she did her move, everybody hit the Booker T.
Yeah.
But that's why people know her, because that
Yeah.
move has gone viral so many times.
It's over.
And it's even ricocheted in the extra hate for Charlotte because she does it.
Yeah,
now.
she tried to steal it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even Stephanie went on Twitter and was like, I feel like there's two things missing from when Charlotte does the move.
Wow.
I was like, dang. Okay.
That's
Peach
funny.
emoji.
Yeah.
Cheeks and joy. Anyway,
Yo.
so that was good to see the 3 NXT young ladies get called up. Great match against Io. Io is over with the crowd, which I love.
time.
She's so
Yeah.
adorable.
Rhea with the save.
Rhea with the
Yeah.
save. Obviously, she's going to be her next competitor.
Mhm.
After that match,
We had next thing was the IC title match. Dom versus Penta.
when we
Yeah.
got a returning JD
JD
McDonald.
That's right.
Woo! Now, do we still get a new member? Or do they leave the Judgment Day tension being there? Because Finn is mad.
Of course.
Yeah.
Finn is mad.
Which is good. I think
Yeah.
if we get back to babyface Finn Balor,
Mhm.
I think we'll be in a better place for him. Because he ate the pin.
He did either.
At
Yeah.
WrestleMania, it's like, dang.
I don't see him
dog.
becoming a face though, because Dom is still a heel, but he's a face. He's got the crap. That was the biggest pop of that night.
Actually, that's fair because they're even cheering Liv now.
Yes,
You know what I mean? So
They're
it's like
cheering
Judgment
Liv.
Day is our baby faces.
they're a
Now.
face. faction.
Carlito's funny. They were excited to see JD back.
Yep.
It's like weird. I mean, they're a face stable now.
face stable. After that is
That's when I got our main segment.
where we see just cutting through the malarkey, man. Braun Breaker, Paul
Yes.
Heyman, Seth Rollins are the Heyman guys now. CM Punk got destroyed. Everybody was like, "Man, where's Roman?" Roman comes out
Because they had
gets
put up little
demolished.
producer logos.
Yeah,
So I was
we
worried
saw
for
that
them.
Lee Fitting.
Yeah,
Paul Levesque. Like,
Huh.
dang, we gonna do that? And then that Roman music hit boy.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna be a tag team, but it's like, who's gonna start the conversation? Because nobody's there to talk for either of them now. Or does it just get shoehorned? Like my man comes out, what's his name? General manager?
Adam Pearce.
Adam Pearce. So we saw the events. It's gonna be Roman Reigns and CM Punk, and then they just have to talk to coexist.
Yeah.
Or are they gonna have the conversation?
I mean, I think you can keep it that they just don't rock with each other and
Mm.
cut separate promos. What's going to be interesting is War Games.
Yes,
Because
big time.
War Games has been in the Levesque era is like, who's the top star in the company?
That's his WrestleMania.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
getting together. They're the top baby faces are getting together to defeat the top heels.
Yeah,
So now that this dangerous alliance is forming with Paul,
yeah.
I'm wondering
Which
who
is
the
way because everyone keeps trying to compare it to Evolution. Dangerous
Yeah,
Alliance
yeah.
is definitely the way.
Sure, certainly. But I'm just like, okay, so who will the new members be if there's going to be new members, and then who comes to help Roman and Punk. That's where Cody could come in.
Yeah.
Because Cody won in War Games this year.
He was not in War Games, and he's been minding his business because it was bloodline stuff.
Exactly right.
But
I
now
don't
it's
dealt with all
set.
that. I don't need no more smoking.
Maybe that keeps Cody busy until he decides to get back into the title picture. He can't win a third Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So he has to either win Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
But then Cena's gone.
How do you like my pitch?
Let's hear it.
Seth, Braun Breaker, New Day, 5th member. That could be whoever you want it to be, whoever they're going to pick. Versus Cody, Roman, Punk, Street
Usos.
Profits.
Oh, Profits. I like that.
I love that. Why didn't you put your apron on?
Oh, you're right.
Anyway.
Two more quick big moments.
Yeah.
We missed Jey Uso celebration, Sami Zayn return.
Oh.
We all thought Sami was about to turn on Jay.
Oh,
Literally
it
my
is.
favorite thing on the show.
Yeah.
It is.
Him looking at him while he was on and be standing way too close to him.
Yes. Way too close.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was, we know he's going to turn on him.
Yes.
That's the opponent.
think
But
he's
it's gonna,
gonna?
I don't
that's
think
going
he
to break
is.
my heart.
I don't
I don't
want him
think-
to.
I don't
I
think
don't
he
want
is.
him to.
Who's going to be his opponent then, bro?
There's so many other people.
Name 2.
We just all okay. Gunther
dare you.
Gunther killed.
What was that?
I don't know. We don't have time.
He rebooted.
Gunther choked out Pat McAfee because he crashed out over the whole "you tapped out" thing. So Gunther, and then I don't know, build somebody up, Ludwig or Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins. I think
I
Seth
can see
Rollins.
Ludwig.
I think Seth Rollins is the perfect person to take the title off him.
He's not going to take it off him. He's going to go after it after a while.
Yeah,
But
Seth take that title.
so we have to get to this after show, and we have
Yeah,
to do
don't
this now.
hey, don't come for me also in the comments. I know that we didn't do Chris's list. I know that. Okay. I didn't say it was weekly. I just
Yeah.
said it's a segment that's sweeping the nation.
I got a segment for y'all. It's called CT's MVPs.
Okay.
So MVP, just give me one. Your MVP of WrestleMania Night 1.
Ooh. Seth Rollins. Nope, excuse me. Paul Heyman.
Okay. Who's your MVP of Night 1?
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. Okay. I'm going to say Jey Uso.
All right.
You understand?
All right,
My
so we have some
LVP.
super chats.
My LVP of WrestleMania Night 1.
LVP?
LVP, least valuable player.
That's just not unkind.
Oh, that's rude.
That's unkind?
Yeah.
You're right.
But
Yeah.
but by all means.
My LVP,
Yes.
I should do Night 2 of WrestleMania. My
Okay.
LVP is definitely Logan Paul.
Okay.
All right.
That was a waste of my time. Go ahead, super chats.
Yeah, let's get into super chats, guys.
E Young,
Young.
$9.99.
Says, I want Milk the Mocker to know his WrestleMania predictions were horribly wrong. I'm fine with that. All right, next.
Domingo Trip.
with $9.99. Cody comes back full on Homeland.
He's
is-
not turning heel,
What is the
bro.
fascination with Cody Homelander? Because they sort of look alike.
Yeah, that's what they
That's
want.
all it is,
Yeah.
man. I'm not into it.
No. Deuce Big Below with the $10 says, I'm shocked Raheem didn't bring up duct tape during his You Can't Wrestle promo.
Duct tape.
I don't know. Maybe because he duct taped Batista that one time.
Okay,
I don't know.
okay.
All right.
Justin Dickerson,
Yeah.
1999.
Says, sup guys, I attended WrestleMania for the first time, seeing Jay winning to the betrayal of the century to Cena 17th. It was a time to remember. After watching Raw After Mania, I'm ready for Cena versus Orton and a new Rollins crew.
Same.
We are
Yeah.
too.
It's a
Same.
fresh direction, man. That's what you need.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be clean.
This was great, man. Kim Gilmore. 2K has been dropping hints on their My Rise for the last 2 games. I see them forming a mutiny-like situation very soon. I don't know. Could be reaching. You're not reaching. I've played the My Rise, and I've thought the exact same thing. I'm like, man, they're really telling a lot of possible storytelling, and I'm for it. We caught up. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, so grateful, man. Where you going to be at next, Mighty Morrow? Tell the people.
Hey, Dallas Comedy Club, May 1st. Check me out. Let's sell it out. 9:30 p.m. show. Headlining that bad boy. It's going to be a really good time, so come out.
Hilarious.
Burns, what you got coming up?
The.Darkitect or Chris_please on Instagram. Oh man, I got a lot coming up, bro. I got a lot coming up. Just follow me, man.
I love it. So guys, we are going to the after show. I will be at Carabazone Friday night with Desi Banks, and I'll be here Sunday for the live taping of Before the Bell. So I will see you guys then. If you have not already, subscribe to the patreon.com/beforethebell podcast. Catch the after show. It's going to be in parts, guys. We have a lot of story to tell. So we're out. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Thank you for the follows, the likes, the comments. God bless you guys, man.
Laid out for the count 1.